I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here with the big man himself, Shakan. Shakan, first and foremost, weighed in, fueled, ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rock and roll, man. Weighed in, weight's been perfect, weight's fine. Obviously refueled, ready to rock and roll.
Talk to me about, obviously there's a lot made on social media, or even with my videos I'm putting up on my Instagram and on YouTube, the height difference. I mean, a lot of people are saying, how do you make 175? A lot of people are saying that, obviously, the height difference between you could be a factor in this fight. How do you see this fight?
I detach my arms, man, and on the scales. You know what I mean? No one sees. Nah. I don't look into that. Listen, the public's job is to speculate and say what they gotta say, and the fans say what they gotta say. For me, I'm just focused on the tasks of what I've got to do. You know, Dan's a good fighter, a solid fighter as well, and I just know what I got to do to get the win, and I'll do anything it takes to get the win. Whatever it takes, I'll do, and I will get the win. But yeah, I make the weight pretty fine. I'm very strict on my diet, even out of camp, so I'm always in camp in a way. It's not like I'll leave here and I'm gonna, you know, feast on McDonald's or something like that. Obviously, shout out McDonald's. The only thing I'll probably have
haggis. We're just walking off camera and get some haggis if you want.
Yeah, when I'm at Scotland, man, we'll see, man. But yeah, nah, really and truly, honestly, I'll keep my weight very, you know, where it needs to be at. So, because even when I'm not, like, I ain't got a fight day, I'm obviously going to be in the gym training, and I don't want my weight to affect my training and things like that. So yeah, always good.
Talking about Dyna himself then, undefeated, British champion, he's done it all, he seems to be coming up the traditional route. Obviously, that Lonsdale belt means a lot to you, you want to become a 2-time British champion. So talk to me about Azeez and what you know of him.
Good fighter, as he said. He comes up, he's done it the traditional way. He started on the small horse shows like myself, you know. He uses the phrase a lot, obviously taking the stairs, and I believe it's one of those cliche things. We both obviously generally have taken the stairs, you know. We've done it the traditional way. I know he's obviously won all these other area titles and things, but myself, the only bout I was missing was the Midlands area, the Midlands title by mine, and we skipped that after my boxer to just go straight for the English, basically. But like I said, it's a fan favourite fight. A lot of people have obviously been talking about it, and I think it's a good time for me and him to, you know, fight. I feel like for me, it's me actually fighting him himself. You know what I mean? Like I want to be in good fights. I want to obviously keep pushing on and push myself. And you know, Dan's one of the good fighters in the division as well, man. I'm happy to get it on.
There's a lot of respect there. I mean, you're laughing and having a good joke around in the way and all the face-offs. But you mentioned it yourself. Whenever we get 2 British fighters fighting for that British title, it's a war. It's a fight that the fans can get sit on the edge of the seats because they're enthralled by it. We expect the same. We expect the same tomorrow night.
It's definitely going to go off 100 billion%. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I know why I'm doing boxing and why I've got into the sport and things like that. So at the end of the day, I've got a big role, man, and I'm, like I said, I'll do whatever it takes for me to get this win. It's going to be fireworks, definitely. You know, he obviously ain't going to want to lose, and no, am I going to want to lose? You know what I mean? I wouldn't be here. He thinks he could win. I believe I can win, and it makes an exciting fight for the fans. Like I said, I just look on what I know I can control, and that's me doing a job in the ring and getting a good victory and style.
I spoke to Johnny Nelson. I don't want to put pressure on you, or even Azeez, but Azeez is obviously a big fan of Marvin Hagler. As a throwback, wears the same socks. Yeah. And Johnny Nelson brought up the Tommy Hearns fight. And Marvin Hagler. Obviously, you've been the taller man, the 6'2", 6'3" man, fighting the shorter man. Do you see similarities? Obviously, not in the fighting styles, but similarities in the matchup.
I'm a massive fan of Tommy Hearns. I've always he's been my favourite fighter. You know, he's fullback as well. Just like Dan's a big fan of Marvin Hagler, so you know, it's good. At the end of the day, Johnny Nelson's going to obviously say what he's got to say and things like that, and that's fine, man. His opinion's good and everything like that. I don't put pressure on myself, you know. They're legends in the sport, so I wouldn't compare myself to any of the things what they've done. Stylistically, as I say, though, it makes a good fight. Like I said, he's got that he likes to do that Hagler kind of style, you know what I mean? I like to, you know, be aggressive as well with my shots, and you know, kind of how Hearns does and things. And funny enough, he reached out to me, Thomas Hearns as well. He sent me a video message leading up to this fight and everything. So, you know what I mean, that was good to receive from him. But my main goal is what I've got to do, man. I can't compare anything else, you know what I mean? He may be a fan of Hagler, but I'm not Hearns and he's not Hagler at the end of the day. And we just got to get the job done in our own names.
That's great, well. Surely that's inspiration for you getting a video
definitely
call from the main man.
Yeah, definitely inspirational. When I looked in my inbox, I was like, wow, Thomas Hearns here, you know what I mean? So it was very inspirational. I take that inspiration. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Hearns, and yeah, man, 100%. I'm ready to get the job done on Saturday.
Obviously, that British title all going well for you on Saturday night. That puts you up there with the guys. Anthony Yards, Azeez, Cam Johnson's still thereabouts. You've got Lyndon Arthur as well. Do you see yourself in the mix if you win on Saturday night in that top tier of? You're already there, I suppose. But I mean, like mentioned with them guys, obviously at that world level.
Again, I'm not fussed what everyone says outside the bubble, man. For me, it's nice, obviously, to be mentioned in the top tier, whatever people want to do. Obviously, only fans create all that, you know what I mean? So that's their job to do that. For me, I'm just in this sport for myself, you know what I mean? Myself to get the job done, do what I got to do, keep pushing on. And they're all fights in the pipeline, you know what I mean? They're all good fighters in the division, man. And I'll mix up with anyone in the top tier in the division or in the top end of it or whoever, like as long as it makes sense for me and there's something at the end of it. There's title or, you know, there's somewhere leading, obviously a path leading to whatever title, then I'm all for that, you know what I mean? I'm in the boxing to challenge myself. I'm never like, you know, not wanting to have any top names or top fights. So yeah, man, we start with Dan, as I say, man. He's a credible opponent and I'll get the job done and then we'll push on from there.
Obviously you're not looking past that, and that's clear, but what's the goal for you come the end of your career? Would you like to have that world title? Is it that British title, or is it the money and a lot of people legacy? What is it for you?
I think for everyone, you know, you want to obviously achieve the highest pinnacle things in the sport. You know what I mean? You want to obviously gain a world title. For me, obviously, I want to leave boxing, you know, with my good health. I feel that's obviously before everything. You know what I mean? But of course, you want to earn good money, but you also want to be a world champion, call yourself a world champion or whatever. It's honourable, but as I say, I can't look past Dan. I would never look past Dan. He's a good fighter, and I've got to be on the ball. I've got to be on the ball. I've got to be on my game. You know, it's one of those fights where every fight is a career-defining fight, and you know, I may not meet myself or Dan won't be talking like this. You know what I mean? After whatever happens, but for me, my aspirations is to keep pushing on, man. Get bigger titles as well. But Saturday, we all start here tomorrow, and I've got to get the job done over Dan.
Let's talk about Saturday and one final one from me.
Yeah.
You touched on at the beginning of the interview there that it's going off. So what can we expect in that arena?
Fireworks, man. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting. Like I said, I'm a good fighter. Dan's a good fighter. We just got to get it on. He don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. So it just makes a great fight for the fans, you know what I mean? And I'm ready, like I said, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, man. Whether it's I've got to go in the trenches with him, and you know what I mean, or whatever it takes, whatever it is, I'm coming out the other end and my hand's getting raised.
Perfect, wait. But no, wait. Whenever you're in Scotland, Shakan, come and see me. I'll hook you up with some Haggis fruits, right?
You're the plug,
Haggis
yeah?
bonbons, man. Come and see me and I'll give you some.
Yeah, alright, no worries. You're the plug when I come to Scotland.
Exactly.
Then, yeah?
Just call me up, man. Cheers, Shakan.
Alright, respect.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more
There's
times.
5 blokes outside my front door. You coming out?
One hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.